Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. Again. I just had a bit of a major blunder. This is my second attempt recording this episode, because my first attempt looked like this. I forgot to turn on the game screen. Oops! Well, it's a good thing this is not a blind playthrough. It's also a good thing that I save in multiple files whenever I do these recordings. I could just reload my save at the start of this episode and try again. So, here we go again. Anyway, when we last left off, we encountered this boss door here. However, I have yet to find the boss key, so we need to continue exploring this dungeon number 2 and find the boss key. So, there is one branch that I have yet to take at the entrance to this place. Or in the main area, in the main room of this place. There was one locked door that I had not gone through. Out of curiosity, can I bust this? Duh. I mean, yes, I can bust that with my chain hook, and yes, I can grab the item that was within it, but, in that case, I didn't want the item that was within it. I'm pretty sure that is RNG. But, funny thing, it gave me that bad item on my first recording also, so, I'm not entirely sure whether that is RNG or not. Well, not a big deal, I'm not taking too much damage here. Also, it just occurred to me that I bought this level 2 ice spell specifically to go through this fire dungeon, and I have not actually used it yet. So, I want to go ahead and take advantage of it. Also, you remember those giant eyeballs that shot fireballs at you? During my first attempt recording this episode, I went back to them and see if I can reflect their spells back at them, and it didn't do anything. They didn't block the damage or anything, it just passed right through them. So those eyeballs are basically scenery. Is the Medusa down here? Yeah, the Medusa is still down there. Kinda wanna avoid you. Gotta be really interesting being a Medusa. Or not even a Medusa so much. What are you? You're a Naja? Well, I was gonna say Lamia. Basically the same thing. Gotta be really interesting being a Lamia, though. Imagine not having any legs, and instead your lower body was the body of a giant snake. I'm very curious what that would be like. Well, first off, I'd imagine it'd be very difficult trying to figure out how to move around without legs. But after getting used to it, yeah, I'd say it might actually be pretty neat. Sometime I should actually draw myself as a Naga-type character. Like maybe a Raccoon Naga? Oh dear. I was hoping this wouldn't happen during these recordings. To make it worse, it didn't happen during my first attempt recording this episode. So, this game... how do I word this? This game was created with RPG Maker XP, and RPG Maker XP was created for Windows XP. Needless to say, it's kind of old at this point. So, there's a bit of a hiccup that happens on rare occasion during this game where it just suddenly stutters whenever you go to another screen or something. I don't know what causes it, neither does the game creator. We just assume that it has something to do with it not being optimized for Windows 10 or something. Not really sure. The only thing you can do is save your game, close it, and reload it. Sorry to have had to demonstrate that on camera, but Well, I guess it was kind of necessary at some point for anybody playing this game in the future. Just reload your game and it should be fine. Anyway, light subject again. Ooh, Blaze R. I could totally get that Blaze Sword back at that snowy town. Castle Town, I'm pretty sure? Yeah. These enemies look like they come straight out of Super Metroid. Anyway, lighter subject, not having to do with technical difficulties. Sometime I should totally draw myself as a Naga. I'm not much of an artist though, and more importantly, recording this playthrough again in addition to streaming at Twitch is taking a lot of my time, so I don't know that I'll be able to get around to doing any arting anytime soon, but if I ever do draw myself as a Naga, I will definitely show it off. Anyway, we got vampires here. They summon bats. Ada. And I'm gonna want to heal. Did you just smack me? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Healing again, and again. Okay, I know I just recorded this, but, that thing is still kind of catching me off guard, apparently. Okay, smack this, push this, and that allows us to wait for the steam to go away first. That definitely did not happen my first attempt recording this episode. Ooh, Steel Shield! Forgot that was here. That is gonna come in handy, especially with how much damage I'm taking. By the way, the bow and arrows are not in this dungeon, as it turns out. We'll actually get the bow and arrows after this dungeon. So, this dungeon is bucking the trend and not having a dungeon item to use against a boss. Oh! You got tired of waiting around for me. So, Chibi Devil. It is painful. Oh my goodness, it is painful. Stop hitting me. Don't dodge! Oh my goodness, don't dodge! Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where did it go? Did I kill it? I mean, if I did, I'm okay with that. Where's my healing spell? Yeah, we'll go with this. And then recharge my SP. And move on. So, apparently re-recording an episode does not actually result in perfection, as one would actually expect, having already done the thing of playing the episode. Actually, that makes sense. Typically when you do good the first time and gotta do it again, you do worse. Every time. That question of, how did I manage this on my first attempt? Anyway, finally found the boss key, so let's go ahead and make my way back to the boss lair. Okay, out of curiosity, can I defeat you without getting my SP sapped? Ooh, that's actually some good damage. Do that again. Escape? I didn't know you could escape. Give me some healing, please. Thank you. See, totally RNG whether that gives you an item or not, and whether it heals you or not. Glad it healed me that time. Ignoring you because you're out of the way. Alright. boss time. And let me tell you, my first time playing this game, this boss gave me a lot of trouble. And I'm not entirely sure whether it was my fault or the game creator's fault. But I do notice that the boss is a little bit differently than the first time I fought it. Let me save again, just in case I didn't save the first time. And let's do this. Incidentally, I actually did die to this boss while fighting him in my failed recording as well. I have a pretty good idea of how to handle this boss now, though. It's not necessarily going to make it easy. Hello, Chupacabra. Okay, gonna get in some strikes right now. And then start dodging that attack. Oh gosh, I forgot about those. There's pits here and there, and oop, I'm gonna go over here where it's hopefully safe. Yeah, this is a safe spot. So it changed to red, and you do not want to attack it while it's red. Oh gosh, am I really gonna fall into these pits over and over again? Speaking of new things, that boss didn't jump up there, I don't think, in the previous version of the game. I think that's a new attack. Okay. So one thing that I'm pretty sure is definitely changed from the previous version of the game is when it was in its red phase. Oh, it was immune to damage. And I'm pretty sure I was so focused on trying to figure out how to cause damage, like, do I attack it from its back or something, that I wasn't realizing it, that when you attack it in the red phase, it counterattacks with a very powerful spell. Heal. Where's my heal spell? Stop that. It actually has more than one counterattack spell, and oh, I don't know. Do I want to show you the other counterattack? You know what? Sure. As soon as I get the chance. This attack, though, you better be running, because if those fireballs hit anywhere near you, you're taking damage. No, that is a different counterattack. Oh, but I managed to dodge it. Let me do that again. Oh, wait, nope. That's the other counterattack. That's a little bit more difficult to dodge. Oh dear. Get it out. Pretty sure that's not supposed to happen. Okay, while you're up there, I'm gonna run. Oh gosh, run. Oh, I didn't have enough stamina. Okay, plan B then. Potion. I wanna try to make use of these items that I have. Either. And let's quickly finish you off with a power-up spell. Incidentally, I noticed that my power-up spell from the statue has worn out. And done! Oh gosh, how many levels did I gain from that? And that also did not happen during my first attempt playing this game. They're playing this episode. State move speed. If I had to guess, this error has come up because I was walking around during the victory, and that confused the game. Well, I guess I'm fighting this boss again. What did I damage just then? Kind of nice of the boss to send an attack out at me before changing to its counterattack phase. That gets me distracted and scares me away so that I'm not attacking it while it is switching to its counterattack phase and accidentally attack it and take a crap ton of damage myself. Also, that attack right there, I just checked my original recording of a year and a half ago, my original playthrough, and sure enough, that attack where he jumps up there and shoots fireballs down is in fact new. He did something different in the original version of the game. He instead would shoot off, well, he would stomp the ground, causing an earthquake, and I took damage from that. And as far as I could tell, there was no way to avoid taking damage from that attack. So I'm thankful for the changes in this version of the fight, where he now is not immune to my attacks. Oh, I used this too soon. Now he's not immune to my attacks during the red phase, and he also no longer has the earthquake attack. These are some good changes. That said, I am definitely curious. If I had not already played this game once before, how well would I be able to figure out what to do in this fight? Would I be able to figure out that he is not to be attacked during the red phase? I'm not entirely sure. But at least this fight feels a lot more fair now. The changes that were made were good. A cave-in? You've got to be kidding me! If I don't get out of here fast, I'll be crushed to death. Oh boy. Load-bearing boss. Time to escape. And, my failed recording? I failed to escape. I was near the exit, and just barely failed to get out in time. So, this is actually a challenge. Especially if you get cut off by some enemies along the way, and you have to take the time to kill them. Watch your stamina. Speaking of enemies getting in my way, don't get out of in my way. And this rock was no longer... this rock was not here before. Also, good news! Those falling boulders do not damage you. But I already knew that. I actually took the time to figure it out during my first attempt recording this episode. Which is actually kind of a funny thing when you think about it. Only in a video game would you purposely stand in front of a falling boulder to find out if it hurts. Speaking of boulders, I'm thinking that it's not possible to accidentally block yourself in somehow with pushing these boulders out of the way. This way. Also, these do not damage you, which is probably a good thing. When you're panicking trying to escape, the last thing you want to do is panic taking damage trying to escape. Oh gosh, 17 seconds. This escape sequence does not give you a ton of time. That was a close one. Faust, you have no idea. I should head back to Totori Village and tell Alina what happened. The path is blocked. I actually would have figured on there being something blocking my path to show that the path is blocked, but I guess, I'll take your word for it. Okay, I already know that that guy over there does not say anything new. As a reminder, the treasure chest up there I can't open yet until I find some sort of key somewhere in this game. So at this point, all there is to do is make my way back to Totori Village. I will meet you there. Actually, no, I just had another thought. Have you guys heard of the Mandela effect? Basically, where you remember something happening one way when it actually happened another. Well, weird thing about that boss. You know how it had those green and red boils? For some reason, I remembered it instead having a red or green outline. But no, you just saw that it had the boils even in the version that I played before, so I don't know why I remember it differently. It's like how sometimes people remember Berenstain Bears being spelled with an A-I or an E-I or... Wait, which is the way that it's supposed to be spelled? I think it's normally spelled A-I, but a bunch of people remember it being spelled E-I, which is... certainly the case with me, because I remember as a kid having to try to remember, hey, this is spelled weird. It sounds like it's spelled with an AI, but no, it's EI. But no, that's actually not the case. It really is spelled with an AI, so how does that work? Especially with other people remembering it differently. What's up with that? Fast! We managed to translate enough of the symbols to get a clear understanding of where the Sky Garden is located. Yes, as a recap, Alina got the help of this nameless person to help translate some ancient inscriptions. Did you discover anything at the volcano? That's right. Tell us all about it. That's quite an epic tale you've told. So that beast was the cause of all the devastation we've suffered. Well, at least now I can rest easy. Thank you very much for your help. That's great news! Now the villagers can move back into their homes without the worry of waking up in the middle of the night surrounded by lava. Well, yeah, the villagers who still have homes anyway. I hope they will. The people here were a tight-knit, friendly community. That sounds nice. I kinda wish I lived in one of those. Could be like the Andy Griffith Show. Our work isn't over yet, Faust. We need to shoot straight for the Sky Garden. Yeah, don't get excited about that. We still got another dungeon to go through before we get there. In fact, she's about to tell us that. We'll be needing a hot air balloon to travel there. Let's get prepared to leave the village as soon as possible. We are headed for Kofun Tomb. That is dungeon number 3. I can't remember how far it is, but it's definitely going to be a few episodes before we get there. We'll need to scurry through Kofun Tomb to reach Numata Town. Numata Town. I'm pretty sure that is the town that somebody said it was constantly raining there because everybody is sad that the dragon is gone. Or anybody gets excited again, the dragon is gone. If Lady Luck is on our side, we might be able to find a hot air balloon there. Well, it would certainly be interesting if we didn't. That'd actually be kind of a twist. The characters say, hey, let's go to this town so we can take this vehicle. And we get there and it's like, oh, I guess we can't do that because the vehicle isn't here. Anybody have a plan B? I'll be coming along with you this time, so buckle up, Buttercup. Again, don't get excited. She is not going to be playable. Also, I stopped at the statue to get the power-up along the way. Might come in handy during part of this journey. Oh, Faust! I forgot I had something amazing to give you. Consider it a gift for helping me. And there we go. You're the one who gives us the elf bow. Question: how long have you been holding onto this? Take some arrows, too. So the bow and arrows, as you can see at the lower right there, is actually a weapon, not an item. So we actually equip it through the equipment menu. Having this is actually really useful. Hold C button to use the special attack Arrow Bomb. I'm pretty sure this actually uses bombs, and I don't think I have very many of those. No, so I'm gonna want to be a little bit hesitant about using this particular special attack. Also, arrows. How many arrows do I have right now? Where are my arrows? There they are. So right now I've got 30 of them. I definitely like bow and arrows as weapons in video games, provided that I have enough ammo for them. I'll go ahead and use this for the time being. Not necessarily use the bomb attack, but definitely shoot some things. Oh, I just remembered. There are things that we can shoot to access stuff, including the way forward. To the right is a crystal that we need to shoot in order to unlock the way forward. But before we go forward, I want to go backtrack, and we'll be doing that next time. Thank you guys for watching, and I apologize for things going wrong in this episode. Had I only properly not failed to turn on the game screen, this episode would have gone a lot better.